What's going on, everybody? I'm doing some editing here in the Far Cry 5 map editor, and I'm actually building a map that has some new buildings and objects on it that I'm creating. These buildings are from the game Red Faction Guerrilla. I love Mars very much. Pretty much anything space related I like a lot. So I figured since I'm going to be building Mars maps in the future, I'd go ahead and build these assets again. I actually did this in Far Cry 4, so now with the generic shapes and we can pretty much build whatever we pretty much imagine, I decided I would go ahead and do it again here in the editor of Far Cry 5. So I'm actually working on, where am I at? I was over here. So I'm actually working on the Badlands right now. So the layout is pretty much just like how the map is in the actual game. So we have the buildings and objects from Parker, the Parker sector, and then Dust, which are quite a bit of buildings here, and then Badlands, which surprisingly this took me a lot longer than I thought it would. And then, of course, the EDF buildings are in the middle of the map. And then pretty soon, I'll have Oasis buildings, EOS, and then Mount Vogel. So, I'm going to be doing this. And then I'm also building some assets for other maps that I plan on making. That they're not connected to any sort of other game or anything like that. They're just buildings that I'm coming up with in my mind. Okay, so I just got done building this tower. And I am now building, I think, the little trailers that they have. Trying to remember how they are laid out. I'm going off memory right now. Let's see, what did I do with this one? I think this one... Okay, 400. I'm just going to take the floor from here. Okay. And then I'm gonna lower this down. Go ahead and drop it. So probably go over 4 times. Okay. I'm gonna add, let's see, what is it? 400 by 100. Place that just there. And then 400 by 400. I need a door. Right there. I'll snap them all together, then they even out. Okay, and then 300. I could be wrong. Place that there. 200 was probably what I should have done. Because now these are going to kind of merge together. Okay. Even these out. Cool. So I'm going to do 300 again over here. Just turn that over. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to do 300 right here. Whoops. So I've been thinking about going live, doing some live edits, and it's definitely something I am going to do. I'm actually currently setting things up to record on the PlayStation 4, so that way I can see some of your maps on the PlayStation 4. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to go back through all of the comments that asked me to check out their map on PS4 and check them out. Okay, so I'm going to do 400 by 400. I'm going to place this down here. There we go. Trying to remember where the windows are. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think there's any windows here. Can't remember. Snap that. Okay. Grab both of these. Go over with them again. And then do the same. I'm gonna actually move this up a little bit. It's kind of hanging off. Okay, it should be good. Alright, I know there's a window in here. So I'm gonna do 400. I'm gonna go down. Let's see, where's that at? I want a large window. It's not large. It's wide. That's what I want, but I'll use this one. Okay, so that's probably 200. 200 by... Whoops, 400 by 200. And go down. Snap these together. There we go. I'm going to change this to brown as well. Okay, so we have a little garage door right here. And then we have this room. This little room. I'm just debating right now, because I know there's a little staircase that comes up into the doorway. I'll worry about that later. Go ahead and put the roof on. Actually, you know what? I gotta make it match with this. So I'm gonna grab this triangle here. Lower it down. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do the same on this side. Just drag it out. That should be pretty good. And then, what else? Just take this side. Center selection. That way when I spin it around, it's almost even. which should be even. Should be pretty good. Then we'll do the same for this side. We'll bring it over. Like that, and then let's see, instead of 400, probably 300. What I'll do, I'll go ahead and just take this roof over here, swap it over. I'll probably try to crank in one more building. Let's see, 200 by 300. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. There we go. So now it's nice and even, no merging. I don't have to really deal with that flickering or worry about it. All right. I have these little pyramids here, which this is not, it's not the best object to use, but I put it on that building already, so I'll just put it on this one too. Make sure it's kind of even, looks okay. Make sure there's no gaps. Close that in a little bit. Okay, this side looks fine. Just drag this over. Make sure everything's covered. Not too bad. It's pretty dark. Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out the staircase thing, because I have it here, but then this building's elevated, so that means I'd have to elevate it, but the garage part is not elevated, which brings me to believe, if I can remember right, this room's not elevated either. The staircase goes up for the door, then goes back down. So I'm gonna need to maybe put a small wall right here. I'm gonna type in X40. Scroll down. We don't need one that's large. The only downside is that I don't believe there's gonna be enough room for the player to go through the doorway. Where's my little guy at? Where are you? Is he not on the map? I guess not. I'm gonna have to put him down. There he is. Can you go in? Well, let's see. We'll put that here for now. I'll change the color. And then I'll use this staircase. Bring this over to there, and then flip this around like that. We'll do the same for this little doorway over here. I'll test it out later though. Okay, so one more building. So I'm thinking 4 or 800 by 800. Honestly, you know what? I just take this building. Since it's already made, I don't really have to start from scratch. But I am going to have to change the layout. So we're going to have to get rid of the windows. I know there's a window on the back side over here. You know what? Go ahead and change that right now. Delete. Delete. So what I'll do is I'll take this wall right here. I'm not going to duplicate it. I'm just going to turn it around. Darn it. I didn't grab that. There we go. And bring it over. Alright, so got a window there. The doorway needs to be set in the middle of this. I'm going to grab these walls back here, duplicate them and drag them over to there. It's kind of hanging off a little bit. Okay. I'm going to delete that and delete that one. Okay, so I'm going to take these walls. I'm going to put one over here on this side, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side. This wall's not connected. One sec. There we go. Okay, they all should be pretty good. That should be right in the middle. Or at least just about. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I know this wall's going to be duplicated, or this building's going to be duplicated to the side, on both sides. Just trying to think of what's going to connect them. Got it. So what I'm going to do is create like a little, really small hallway. I'm going to type in X40, X40. You know what? Let's just do 100. It's probably better. 100 by 100. We'll type in X40, bring that back. I'm going to place that down right there. Connect those together. That way it's filled up. There's no gaps. And then 100 by 280. So 280 first, then 1. Perfect. I'm going to actually hang the wall off to give it like a like an angle effect, or whatever you want to call it. All right. Duplicate this wall, bring it over. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and change the texture. All right, so we have that. Now the idea, I'm gonna grab, well actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab the whole thing first. And I'm gonna duplicate it and slide it over. And it's just gonna connect to that doorway. Just like that. Make sure there's no gaps or anything. Looks like a little gap right there. Oh wait, never mind, I'm seeing things. I just have to move this over, I guess. Oh no. Nope. I'm messing it up. Move it back. Okay, that should be fine. Just... I need to move this building over a little bit. That way it's right in the middle. Or even on both sides. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to do the same for the other side. Let me make sure this is in the middle. Centered. Okay. So, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Try not to grab that little hallway. And I'm going to just duplicate it and slide this one over here. Connect them together. Okay, that looks pretty good. Came together good. We have a little gap below. Okay. I can't see any flickering because we have a gap there too. Simple fix. There we go. So this is going to be a little different. What we're going to do, I'm going to select this window and duplicate it and bring it right over here. I'm going to get rid of this doorway. And you know what? Let's put another window there. Why not? Oh no. I didn't actually think about that when I was selecting it. Did I duplicate anything? Should be good. I don't see anything. I've done that a few times where I'll select an object and I end up selecting something else in the distance. And then I go to that object in the distance and there's a bunch of copies of it. Alright. Turn this. Bring this over. And I can snap it too. And there we go. So we do the same thing on this side. Instead, I'm going to do it a little differently. Just going to do it all in one thing instead of re-selecting it. I just noticed there's a little bit of flickering up there on the roof with the walls. It's probably the same all the way around. So I'm going to select these. Make sure there is no flickering, because you can see it right here. You can see it. Alright, so I'm going to just do that. It should be good. Should be good. Alright, sweet. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go into a little more detail in the old Alt-Tor mining complex later, but I think as of right now, I'm done. I think I'm going to take a break. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one. You guys take care now. See you.